As Equity, we believe in women. And we believe in women because they are the agents of socio-economic transformation. And to date, as a bank, we have disbursed almost 310 billion Kenya shillings to women in this country to support their businesses. And we have impacted over 7.6 million women through our various programs in the bank. National Chair, let me tell you something I've never told you. We also have our own movement, women movement in the bank. We have our own maendeleo wanawake. We call it EQUIP. Equity Inspire Program, EQUIP. It is for recognizing women in leadership and making sure that women who work in the bank are empowered, they are encouraged, they are mentored to take leadership positions.
Kwa wizara yetu ile inashughulikia mambo ya wamama, mnaijua? Ministry of Public Service, Gender, Social Protection. We have quite a bit of portfolios under us. We have tuko na State Department agenda hapo. Hiyo State Department imeongozwa na PS Professor Colette Suda. Na hapo kwa hiyo State Department tuko na Mama Lina Chebi Kilimo kama Chief Administrative Secretary yetu. Mnamjua? Yes. Na hapo pia tuko na Mama Nai, our Chief Administrative Secretary, Honorable Rachel Shebesh. Na hapo pia tuko na mkubwa wetu Professor Margaret Kobia. Unaona hiyo ni wizara ya nguvu. Iko na wamama wa nguvu. First and foremost is really to thank His Excellency the President for entrusting the ministry that is responsible for gender and the entire public service and social protection with women. It is because of the leadership of this ministry that we are here today. Kwa wizara yetu tuko na State Department ya Public Service ambayo inaongozwa na Mama Mary Kimonye. Mary Kimonye has been very instrumental in helping us. Hiyo mikutano yote mlikuwa kwa region, simuiona? PS wetu ametusaidia sana kwa hizo mikutano na najua she's on the way coming. Mine on behalf of the State Department for Gender ile inashughulikia masuala ya wamama ni kusema congratulations maendeleo. You have come a long way. And I really want to congratulate and really appreciate strong leadership. It is because of the leadership of the Maendeleo that we have now, led by Mama Rahab Moyo and the National Executive Committee, that for the first time ever, we've been able to do the regional meetings, and here we are. Culmination, ama kilele. Si Waswahili wanasema ni kilele? Kilele cha sherehe today. And I am saying this to say that women leadership makes a difference. Sindio? Angalia Nairobi, for instance. Mama Esther Passaris. Mama Ta. Mama Ta. Na huyu mama wacha niwaambie amekuwa gangari on the forefront to support the wizara agenda ya ending gender-based violence. We appreciate you. We also appreciate the initiatives that you've done around women's economic empowerment. Sisi kwa wizara yetu mambo ni maine. Moja, pesa mfukoni kwa wamama, si ndio? Mbili, komesha dhulma. tukomeshe dhulma ya wamama. 3, kama wizara sisi tunashughulikia policies zote zile umeona kwa agenda. Na ya 4, sisi kama wizara tuna ensure women's health tukishirikiana na wizara ya Ministry of Health. Na najua nyinyi kama wananchi na kama wamama mumeona difference ile hii wizara imefanya. Hata ile mikakati tumekuwa tukishirikiana na maendeleo, si mmeona? Are you feeling the results? Are you feeling the results? For accelerating gender equality and women's empowerment in the country?
Wamama lazima tusimame pamoja, si ndio? Mimi pale niko kisiasa ni Mama Rachel Shebesh ndio ameniweka hapa. 2007 nilipojoin ODM nilikuwa sijui, nilikuwa private sector, si ndio? Unaniita Mama Tam. Ni hizo shida kwa private sector ndio ilinifanya niingie wapi? Niingie kwa siasa.
It should not be forgotten by anybody. Ilianza na maendeleo hii. Sasa here you are preaching to the converted. Ama namna gani? You are preaching to the converted.
Kwa hivyo nasema sitasema mengi, si siku yangu. Mgeni wa heshima anakuja. Lakini sababu ya kazi tumefanya, tumwambie Mungu kwa sababu ya uongozi ya wamama tumeshaona matunda yake. Asante. Lakini tusiwachie hapo. Safari bado iko. Na heshima lazima tuweke. Let us give respect where we are going. Na tuulize Mungu atufungulie njia nzuri kushinda yale tumepitia. Alafu nikiongeza tumwambie chairman asante kwa kazi amefanya. Certificates ametupatia. Tumekuwa recognized. Na hata kama hatukuli, umesikia umesifiwa, unafurahi. Na tushukuru Mungu.
Let us renew our membership. The number is 247247. That is the pay bill to renew your membership. And the account number is 22205. Thank you so much. Allow me now to invite Mama Ambassador Ukia Sugo to the podium to greet us and to tell us how she's been and how we are going to work in the next 70 years. Thank you. Karibu sana Ambassador.
Kina mama mmepata salamu zangu. Mchukue salamu zangu. Nataka kushukuru chia kwa sababu jana nilikuwa Wajia. Na nilifika saa 12 na ninarudi kesho Mungu akinijalia, na nimekuja kwa sababu ya hii mkutano. Kwa ile heshima Madam Chair amenipa. Ninataka kuwaambia kidogo sana kwa sababu tumeambiwa tusiongee sana. Siku kwa program, lakini amenipa nafasi kuwasalimia. Maendeleo tumetoka mbali na tunaenda mbali. Ujue sisi tulikuwa huko wakati Asia alikuwa hapa. Ama Kitonya alikuwa hapa, sisi tulikuwa wapi? Hapo. Muda huu kabla miaka 80 haijafika tuja celebrate 80 years, wengine wenu mtakuwa hapa. Wengine wenu mtakuwa wapi? Hapa. Kwa sababu maendeleo ndio inakuza watu. Sisi tumekuzwa na maendeleo. Mimi nimekuzwa na maendeleo. Mama yangu aliniandikisha kama memba ya maendeleo nikiwa miaka 13. Alikuwa anafanya kazi na Mama Asio na Jane Kiana. Ndio sababu niko hapa. Na ile kazi yote nimepewa. Ninashukuru kina mama. Ninashukuru kina mama sababu wao ndio wamenibeba juu na Mungu. Mungu wa kwanza, alafu kina mama wa pili. Yangu leo ninawaachia ni kusema ya kuwa leadership, you have to love the members. lazima upende watu wako, lazima tupendane kama sisi kina mama.
No woman, no nation. If there is no woman, there cannot be a nation. We are the mothers, we are the builders, we are the backbone of the economy, we are the keepers of the community, we are the peacemakers, we are the ones that make the nation to rock. And that is what I see here. I am so honored to be here. You know, I want to first start by thanking the people of Kenya, the government and people of Kenya, for supporting me, for endorsing me to the CEDAW committee, and for electing me. If I did not have your support, I would not be able to sit on that chair at the UN and talk for women. And as I talk for women, I want to assure you that I am talking for you. Why do I say that? As I sat here and I listened, all of the 3 things that were my campaign priorities, they are all the issues that Maendeleo, wanawake, those are the things you are talking about. Women's empowerment, women's livelihood, women in leadership and governance, and then institutional arrangements. You know, I had the privilege to have served at the Young Women Christian Association when they were marking 100 years. But I can tell you, the 100 years they had marked is nothing compared to what I see today. I see 70 years of activism. I see 70 years of women demonstrating staying power. We are not seeing 1 president or 2 presidents or 3 presidents. We are seeing president after president, past after past. And I came here thinking I had a lot to say. But honestly, what I am wanting to do is to ask a lot of questions. Ask you, how? How have you stayed strong? How? Yes, because I have worked with women's organization for the past almost 36 years of my life. 36 years of my career has been on women's organizations. I was head of gender for the Commonwealth. That was where I met Dr. Lita. And we set a trail. We were the first to create a platform for women's ministers to meet in New York with Dr. Lita. They have met ever since then in New York to influence global affairs. Thank you. But when I see what I see here today, I feel like a student. How did you do it? What has been your criteria for choosing leaders? How did you choose the people that became your leaders? How have you retained them in leadership? Because one of the things that you hear constantly is that women are their own worst enemies. Not so for Maendeleo. No. That is not what I see here. Women here are their own best friends. I see women holding women. Women are women's friends. How did you do it? Amen. Women can run organizations democratically. I've seen it. You have succeeded from one leadership to another, to another, to another. How did you do it? You have been able to work with Equity Bank. And I can tell you, in my country, when we work to get money to the women's organization, that will be, I think they're about 60 years now, the organization started wobbling. No, they started wobbling. Factions broke out. We had this wing and that wing and that wing and that wing. But here you are standing after 70 years. No factions, no semi-group, no breakaway group. Honestly, I salute you. I salute your work.
have shown that women can lead in the community. They can lead in the community, and they can lead in the home, and they can lead in public. Because that is what the politicians tell us, that women cannot do all. But I see in Mandelio, Wanakeke, you can do it. Yeah, Wanawake, you have done it. It's not you can do it, you have done it. You are inspiring women. You have shown that women can balance. You can balance public life with private life. You can bring big women and small women, and they all talk together. How have you done it? And honestly, one of the things that I would like to charge you, because I am now a member. I am a member. Thank you for honoring me. I am a member. And I can go to Geneva and tell them, I belong to a group that has 3 million women. You better listen to me. You better listen to the African voice, because we have something to offer the world. And what do we want to offer the world? I really would appeal to you, Madam Chair and the past, please document. Document your lessons. Document what you have done. How have you managed crisis and conflict? Because people believe that women cannot fight and resolve it. How have you done it? Document succession from one executive to another, from one generation to another.
Our chair, my chair, because I'm also a life member of MYWO Wanawake, my mentor, Mama Zipora, my mentor, Mama Phoebe, Mama Rukia, and all the other dignitaries that are here. Wamama hai. Hai. Members of MYWO Wanawake hai. Hai. Nyinyi ni maendeleo ya ukweli? Yes. Ya true? Yes. Kama wewe ni maendeleo ya true na wewe ni wa Nairobi na kujua kwa jina na macho tunajuana, si ni kweli? Yes. It has been a journey. It has been a journey. But I want to say that I am Shebesh because of maendeleo ya wanawake. I am a woman leader today, privileged to sit in the position I sit in kwa sababu ya maendeleo ya wanawake. And chair, when we started maendeleo ya wanawake at our age when we came in, we found you distinguished ladies here. And we continue to see you distinguished ladies here. Wamama hai, kama kuna kitu maendeleo imenifundisha ni heshima kwa wale wamama ambao umepata kwa kiti. Kama kuna kitu imenifundisha, kwa sababu tukiingia maendeleo mkiwa wengi hapa na waona, tuliingia tukifikiria maendeleo ni siasa, tumeenda kuchukua viti ndio tuitwe chair wa maendeleo ya wanawake. Ni kweli ama si kweli? We did not know that being a chair of maendeleo ya wanawake was bigger than just a title. It is bigger than a title. Ni commitment. Commitment to the women of Kenya. Wamama hai. I am so privileged nimekaa bunge, hata bunge ya Afrika. I have been in the Pan-African Parliament. Na nikuambie, maendeleo ya wanawake is the biggest organization of women I think in Africa. Kwa sababu kupata organization ambayo iko na structure mpaka grassroots kama maendeleo ya wanawake, it is almost impossible. And also to find an organization that has a structure mpaka kwa grassroots ambayo ni structure ambayo ilichaguliwa na wamama wa hiyo kijiji, it is an impossibility. So nasema heko kwa maendeleo ya wanawake years. And as I celebrate 70 years of maendeleo, pia ningetaka ku celebrate women leadership. And women leadership is not an easy thing. Wamama hai. Kuna wamama wamenishika pale nje. I think you need to know Shebesh changed kitambo sana. And I want to teach you a bit of what I have learned from these distinguished women here. Wamama, if you ever find a woman leader talking negatively about her fellow woman leader, huyo mama hafai hata kuitwa women leader. And that is why hata mkinisukuma aje, hata muniambie nini, Hata muniambie weaknesses ya mtu aje, you will never hear me disrespect any woman leader who is in position today. Hata kama huyo mama alichukua kiti yangu ama hakuchukua. Because the truth is, if you are a woman leader na umeenda kwa uchaguzi, there is winning and there is losing. But it depends as a woman leader how you lose. How you win is your choice because sasa uko na kiti, si ndio? But how you lose is the definition of a true woman leader. Especially if you lose a position to a fellow woman, you must always be gracious. You must always be gracious. And that is why I am going to repeat that deliberately, lazima tupeane nafasi kwa watu wengine wa mama. Na mimi naongea na nyinyi kama wamama vigogo wa maendeleo ya wanawake. I do not need to be in a leadership position because wamama ambao wamekaa hapa chair, here are women in Nairobi who can run Nairobi maendeleo better than me. Because they are wako kwa grassroots, they have been committed to maendeleo, and they probably are more passionate than me if you give me that opportunity. So I am saying this, wamama hai, hapo umekaa chairlady wangu, machairlady wangu si tunajuana. How many young women have you brought on board? How many new members who can understand maendeleo are we bringing on board? Wamama hai, nimesema kiti ya maendeleo si individual. It must be we must do what maendeleo was meant to do from the beginning. If you hear the stories of our mothers, maendeleo ikianza, maendeleo was the chair, ule mama alikuwa anasimamia maendeleo. Ndio kila mtu kwa kijiji alikuwa anaenda, mama mwenzake akiwa na mambo ya health anaenda kwa huyo mama. When there are challenges of water, anauliza chair wa maendeleo anasema nini? Ni kweli ama si kweli? When girls are being raped and we need a GBV center, the point of contact was chair of maendeleo wanawake. Was the secretary of maendeleo wanawake. Wamama hai. Due to respect of these women, na wauliza kama members wa maendeleo kama mimi, let us change our interaction with our people on the ground. Wacha niwe na maendeleo chair ambaye naweza fikia. Na mimi sitaki kufikia chairlady wangu wa maendeleo time ya siasa peke yake. Nataka kumfikia saa ile niko na shida na mtoto wangu. And therefore that is why, chair, as a ministry under the leadership of Professor Margaret Kobia, deliberately as a ministry, and under Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's presidency, we have given maendeleo the space it deserves. Na tumerudisha maendeleo kwa meza mahali inafaa kuwa. And kudos to you, Chair, for your wisdom and leadership during this period. Mimi naomba, as the President bows out, as my CS Kobia and myself leave the stage, I am looking forward to the next government continuing holding the hand of maendeleo and placing maendeleo in the center of women issues in this country. Chair, you remember that there was a time ministry yoyote ikitaka kuimplement kitu, lazima chair wa maendeleo angekuwa anakalia hiyo meeting. Sisi kama ministry hakuna mahali tunatembea, chair, and you are a witness, ambayo tunaenda grassroots, hata kama ni mahali kuna FGM ama GBV, anywhere tunaenda na CS ambaye hatujaita chair wa maendeleo akae kwa hiyo meeting so that we know what the women of that region are saying. I am asking, the chair has done a lot of work to restructure maendeleo. I believe now the structure of maendeleo is complete. The constitution of maendeleo for the first time kwa historia is even translated into Kiswahili. Yule ambaye hajui Kizungu, soma constitution yako kwa Kiswahili. But what we need to do, for the sake of the work that I believe Uhuru Kenyatta has done, and my CS Professor Margaret Kobia, in putting maendeleo in place, is to ensure, wamama hai, to ensure that we are not the only members of maendeleo wanawake in Nairobi. Mimi nataka kujua leo, ni members wangapi wa mama wa kijiji ambao wanajua value na umuhimu wa kuwa kwa maendeleo ya wanawake. Na kama tunataka wamama waingie kwa maendeleo na tujue umuhimu wake, then the first thing to do ni kuheshimu wale wamama ambao wamekalia zile viti ambao tuko nazo kwa grassroots. Na mimi naomba wamama, ule mama ambaye anasimamia kijiji yako hata kwa ward, the chair of maendeleo, support her so that she is able to move forward. Lakini I want us to finish migogoro ya maendeleo ya wanawake, hasa in Nairobi. The noise of maendeleo is over. What we want in the future of maendeleo in Nairobi is peace, but to see development through our structures. Lastly, wamama hai, I don't know how many women wa maendeleo wamesimama viti, lakini mimi najua kitu kimoja. Nimesema nilisimama kiti kwa sababu ya strength ya kuwa na background yangu ya maendeleo. Sisemi kama kipindi. Si nimeona wamama waisiri wako hapa. Sio wamama ndio walinipeleka kwa kiti nisiwadanganye. Na the first thing I did was to join them as maendeleo wanawake. That is the reason why ningeenda kunominatiwa, and that is why I was even brave enough. And therefore what I am saying is, if this time hukuweka jina yako kwa ballot, msituangushe. Wamama wa maendeleo, you are the next leadership. You are the next MCAs. You are the next MPs. You are the next members. You are the next governors. I look forward to a government of Azimio. And I look forward to a government with a deputy president who is a woman. Beyond any condition, beyond any, yani sijui kama nyinyi wa mama ambao mmekuwa kwa hii movement, mnatufeel vile sisi tunasikia hapa kwa sababu ya Martha. Sijui kama tuko level moja. Na sijui kama mnajua, for me, it is even the most important thing on that ticket now of Azimio, that we have Martha Karua as a deputy president. Na sijui kama mnajua Martha vile mimi namjua, but I can assure you, the epitome of showing what women leadership is, we could not have found a better person. Thank you very much, Raila Amolo Odinga. And I can assure you, because of Martha, women leadership will grow and maendeleo wanawake will grow. Mungu awabariki sana.
Na mimi mpaka siku ya mwisho, mpaka nikaukiwa tikiti yangu, siongea kwa kina mama. Mimi sikuwa najua Chebesi. Nilikuwa nakuja Nairobi kukaa kidogo na nikaenda utaka kusimama. Naongea kwa Madam Chebesi. May God bless you and give that kindness to the little women and old women. Ya pili, we must respect the government. Kama mimi nasema, vile nimeona my chair, my Professor Kofia, I am a chair for street families. Mimi naenda street nikichukua watoto. Na mimi nasema hiyo ni kazi nipatiwe na Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Na hiyo ni kazi inaonekana akina mama wanafanya. Lakini nataka nimwambie, Raila Amolo Odinga ni mwanaume kushika wanaume wengine. Hakuogopa vile alikuwa anaambiwa na wanaume wengine. Akasimama akasema, mmepatia mimi mama napenda na anajua kazi. Mama Wangari Karua. Akina mama, sinataka uongozi. Sasa tukiona tumefika kiwango hiyo, si hata Mungu anatupatia wakati kuwe huko juu. Hamwezi kupiga makofi. Nataka niambie nyinyi akina mama, nyinyi iko na wasichana huko nyumbani. Muwaoneshe leadership. Ukiona msichana yako akienda pale wanawake wanakaa wanazungumza, muachie aende hapo ajue ile mama wanakaa. Na sisi wazazi kwa sasa tujue sisi wana watoto wetu. Tuwasaidie kuwajenga waendelee mbele. Si ndio?
Nafurahi nimepewa nafasi nyingine niongee. Lakini sijui nitasema nini. Maanake nimejawa na furaha, na nimejawa na furaha hiyo kwa sababu ya yale ambayo Mama Zipora Kitonya amesema hapa. Yameniingia sana, yakanisisimua, yakanishachawiza, mpaka sasa nimeamua. Naam, yalinichangamsha kwa ufupi, kwamba wanawake wote wa Kenya, niseme umma wote wa wanawake wa Kenya, tumepewa jukumu kubwa mno. Tushaomba kwa Mwenyezi Mungu na tunaomba kila siku kwamba serikali ijayo itambue haki za kina mama, hasa haki za kina mama wale wanaonyanyaswa katika maeneo mbalimbali. Hiyo serikali ndio tumeshaambiwa hapa kwamba tusitulie, na huyu mama kutoka Nigeria amesema tusitulie. Sisi tuna nguvu ya umoja wetu, na kama serikali haitupi haki zetu, tutazichukua kwa mikono yetu, na tutazichukua kupitia kwa uongozi wetu wa maendeleo ya wanawake. Kwa hivyo pale ambapo tunaona kwamba tunanyanyaswa, tuna chombo hiki cha maendeleo ambacho kwa kweli ndicho kipaza sauti chetu cha kutetea haki za wanawake wa Kenya.
I am very happy to be here. Kenya is my second home. And you Kenyans love me more than Zambians because I spend so much time here. My children are all excited about Kenya. When Kenya is on the news, we drop everything. And we don't do the same to Zambia, but don't tell them because I still have to go back. I lived here for 7.5 years, and I ended up being the head of UNICEF in Kenya. And UNICEF, we had a tradition of supporting maendeleo ya wanawake. Kenya has even put the African peer review mechanism at a county level. You are the first ones. I met the governor of Makueni, who is leading in that exercise. And we have asked other presidents to come and learn from you. So we are in this together. I want to end, we are in this together. Women, when I am in Kenya, I advocate for women. When I am in Zanzibar, Zambia, wherever you are, advocate for women. Sometimes our government listens more to visitors. So if you go to Zambia and find the president is failing women, talk to him. You know, Honorable Mwendwa from Machakos, when she became minister, I harassed these leaders here in my authority as an African woman that we cannot go on Kenya having no cabinet women. So it is our duty to support each other and to promote each other.
And as the mothers of the nation, remember the times, the pain that you go through when you are giving birth. Every government that we are giving birth to, we must go through the same process. We must hold on, we must be patient, we must be sure that we have given birth to a living child, isn't it? So let us pray that God goes ahead of us, leads us, and we shall deliver this for ourselves, for the nation, and to the glory of God. God bless you.
Today, we want to say at the end of this program, Madam Waziri, the officers did a good job. So I want to thank all the technical officers in the ministry and in Maendeleo Wanawake, and all the other institutions that supported us. Thank you for supporting me to deliver this Maendeleo celebrations and for supporting the cabinet secretary and also supporting the president, because this was his project. So Maendeleo, as we celebrate 70 years, just know your daughters are in the public service doing a good job, and we will continue with the job that has been given to us to make you proud because of what you have taught us, diligence, hard work, but above all, respect and honor to the work that you have been given. So thank you very, very much, and thank you all the ladies who are in this gathering, and by extension, my technical officers. Thank you, Azidi, and thank you to our president. God bless you all.
This forum we are talking today, we are talking sitting with ministers who are women, permanent secretaries who are women, senators who are women. When we started, Kenya used to have only one. I mean, when I grew up, and it is caught in some media somewhere, I used to think you could only have one member of parliament woman at a time. Huyu anaserve akimaliza, Phoebe akitoka naye Grace anaingia. Grace anaserve akitoka naye Julia Odhiambo anaingia. Julia anang'ang'ana akitoka naye Nyiva Mwendo anaingia. We did not know that we could command numbers. But you know, we reached a stage as young Kenyan women, led by the Mother Karoas of this day. The Mother Karoa we are talking about is a mother we know. We were in the streets when this country was not sensitive to women. And we said women must be there in numbers and must be counted. And we said women must be in Senate, at Akukua Senate those days. They must be in Parliament, they must be governors, and today, here we are. You know, if you fetch water from a river like I have done, it doesn't matter whether you're in New York or you're in Johannesburg, you know it makes a lot of difference to open a tap of water, whether inatoka kwa tanki ama inatoka kwa tap, na maji inateremka, inaingia, unapika. So we want to say that that is a very good course that Maendeleo has taken in the last 10 years since we celebrated the 60th birthday.
Umetoka mbali sana. You know, as I look back about this organization, it's been a very long walk. I wish I had time to talk about Maendeleo. Of course I don't, but let me tell you, that walk was treacherous. There were landmines, there were beautiful people, there were very mean people also. What is amazing is that the women of Kenya, in the long run, came on top. I was impressed when the women of Kenya came to me when I was president. I was called president, not chair. They came to the office and said, Mama, tunataka kwenda kuona Jomo Kenyatta kwa jela huko Lolwa, kwa maana wanaume wanaenda huko saa zote, sisi hatujaenda, pengine hajui kama sisi huko na sisi ndio tunajenga nchi hii. Tumuone, tumwambie haki yetu. But we know that in Kenya, every woman has the capacity to feed her people, to sit at the chief's office and kuongea mambo ya maendeleo. I want to say this, you have not just helped your country, you have not just helped your country, or your MCA to get a job, or your members of parliament. You have helped Kenya, and you have worked with Africa.
Mama, this is to say, who is going to read? I don't have glasses. So can you come and read what it is saying to Mama? And we thank you as an institution. You started it 70 years ago, and God has given you life to be where you are. We do this with great humility. This is to Her Excellency, Dr. Mama Ngina Kenyatta, CGH. This is to express gratitude for being the first Lady of the Republic of Kenya and a wonderful mother to all of us for the last 6 years.
All my dear sisters, the chairs, who have led this Maendeleo so well, and that's why we are here today, celebrating 70 years. And all the leaders here and all the leaders there, and the few gentlemen we have here, we recognize you. And us as women of Kenya, we are the ones who will hold this nation. And we will hold Kenya if we uphold peace. When we see our men overgoing this way or that way, let's tell them. Let's just say, please calm down. We have children, we have older people, we have women, we have families. We want to maintain our families. But let us not join as women. I believe we women are given gifts differently, and even our politics should be a bit different. More uniting, more keeping the country together. It's our responsibility.
I want to thank the Secretariat of Maendeleo, CEO and your team. We have worked completely. Bodi ya Maendeleo, simameni. Hakuna bodi kubwa kama hii. This is like an assembly. It is a chair in every county. Women are going through very many problems.
women who have lost their husbands, they are literally losing their land in their eyes in the name of in-laws and family. Our daughters are giving birth at 10 years. We are number 3 in the world. Ilitangazwa, sio mimi nilisema. We are number 3 in the world. Msichana anazaa na miaka 10, so she's a grandmother at 20 years. We cannot afford a country like this. So we must be on the table near the president.
Let me say that I'm very happy that and a privilege, and I've known actually, and also God's grace that His Excellency the President Uhuru Muigai appointed me minister responsible for gender in addition to others. Sasa ni karibu miaka 5 na nashukuru kwa sababu kwa kusaidiwa na maendeleo ya wanawake nitamaliza hii mkondo. Any government that works closely with maendeleo wa wanawake is always does better. Remember when Honorable Senator Kitonyi worked very closely with the Moi government? That's when you achieved quite a lot of what we have today as maendeleo ya wanawake. So in other words, I found the government finds strength in maendeleo ya wanawake, maendeleo also finds strength in the government, and the minister also finds a lot of strength from maendeleo ya wanawake. Even if it's not me, whoever comes, without maendeleo ya wanawake, they can't succeed. I also know from interacting with the board and also the chair that we have also had our own challenges, just like any other organization, and we have experienced a share of political, social, and economical challenges. However, in a proactive manner approach, maendeleo ya wanawake organization has continued to deal with these challenges and has emerged stronger and better. As women, you can get more than you are bargaining, so long as you reach there. So she must have said, if I tell a minister I'm going to ask for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe I will, that appointment will not take place because I might have been asked first before we go to see the president, go and do the budget. But because women have special wisdom, when you get to the table, you can hand, instead of 3, you can get 5. That's what your chair got, and the president was kind enough to give the maendeleo ya wanawake enough money, like 50 million for your celebration, all the regions, and the 10 million which he gave towards the Trailblazer program. Can you give him a clap? And you should also have an influence that the State Department of Gender stays in Kenya, because we got Sustainable Development Goal number 5 is already a UN agenda. So even in Kenya, we should protect that and feel guilty of that. Feel really that we want to be protective and fight that gender as a department stays to promote gender equity, and all the other gender agendas. Let me finally thank maendeleo ya wanawake leadership, the members, the board, and those who have contributed in one way or the other to make these celebrations a success. Finally, the government will continue to offer maendeleo ya wanawake organization support as we work towards the realization of Vision 2030 and achieving sustainable development goals. I wish you happy maendeleo at 70.
Maendeleo ya wanawake, Mama Betty Mungo was a chair in Dagoretti. Alianza hapo.
Thank you, thank you.
Atakangi maneno mengi, lakini anafanya kazi. Asante sana. She's the only one who saw me when I was born. In a way to wear the chair, and as she walks, we are going to
much.